miles in a day, bro. It's a lot of walking. But at the same time, man, there's so much around you. If you are a nerd, it's the best place to be. Like, you have to come to these conventions. Wherever you have one in your area, please be able to do it. Just travel to go see it, whatever you can. Y'all, I'm telling you, MegaCon was crazy. From the jump, I had the ultimate package. So with the ultimate package, I was able to get in early on Thursday, like 2 hours early. So I was able to jump in the lines, get some signatures done really quick, then kind of move on from there. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. Friday came up, got to speak with the GOAT voice of all time. This is undebatable. Nobody can argue with me on this. Peter Cullen was at the spot. If you don't know who Peter Cullen is, you're not a nerd. He is the voice of Optimus Prime, bro. So I was able to meet the voice of Optimus Prime. When I got to the joint, I just got an opportunity to talk to him, let him know I was getting a little emotional, like, because this was a childhood dream of mine, bro. And I asked him, I said, hey, man, can you just say one thing for me? Can you just say, Autobots, roll out? And he did it. And then he did the, bro, I lit up inside like a Christmas tree, man. That was like everything. That moment was everything for me, man. It took anything negative that I was feeling, and it just washed it away. But it was a great moment, man. Then we get to Saturday. Saturday, Jim Lee, the GOAT, my favorite artist of all time. I got to meet my GOAT, Jim Lee. Sunday, just today, we get to go ahead and meet Snyder and Capullo. What's crazy is I just got finished telling my guys. I walked up to Snyder. He looked at me. He said, hey, don't I know you? He's like, I've seen you before. He was like, you were here last year at MegaCon. I was like, what? That was my first time ever meeting that man, and he remembered who I am. I'm telling y'all, man.
Because you was
So
black.
yeah,
Sorry, I had to say it. Sorry.
he crazy for that. Crazy for that. But yo, it felt good. It really felt good, man, because this is those people we look up to, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in the game comic books, you follow these people, you know what I'm saying? You follow them on every social, you try to see them whenever you can, going out to your LCS if they're doing a signing or whatever else. And these are things that you pray for, that they acknowledge your presence, like you know what I'm saying, that they see you too. Not that the fact that you just see them. So it felt really good, man. I was like, that really made me feel good that you recognized who I was and remember who I was from a year ago. This man has been to plenty cons. He's seen thousands of people per day. And he remembered me. Bro, that was crazy. I'm pretty sure he remembered other people, but it made me feel special that he remembered me.
What was some of your favorite books you got signed? Let's see them, man.
Oh, okay.
Chat, y'all about to get some exclusives right here.
I got them all. I got them all right here. Let me go ahead and go through some of my favorite ones. I'm gonna show y'all my favorite ones so far to date. This Joker right here. This is Action Comics 1000. This is Jim Lee's tour version. So he has his own version that came out that he did a tour with. But y'all, this is signed 8 times. The GOAT himself signed right here. Jim Lee signed right there. And then Snyder signed underneath him right there. And then we have a bunch of other signatures on there. This Joker gonna be lit by the time I'm done with it. All right. Then we got another one which means a lot to me. A lot of people, even though it's not a big book, it's Corey, and it's signed by Maria
Hey,
Wolf.
move it this way a little bit. There you go. There
All
you
right. It's signed by Maria Wolf right here. Listen, she's a Native American. I have to support minorities, of which I am half Native, so I gotta support wherever I can. Then we got, oh man, then we got a book that was gifted to me by my brother, but this means a lot to me. So this one is Space Ghost #1 from the newest
go.
run, and it's signed by Josh Lyman as well as David Propose. Boom.
And them Space Ghost Fulls are not cheap, G, because they were
They're
not.
not. That
Yeah,
one right
they're
there.
not regular.
Listen, I don't understand why it's going for so much, but they are.
Dynamite.
They-
You don't need to drop like 7,000 variants for every freaking book.
it's bananas,
Yeah.
bro. It's bananas. And I got another one here. I'm gonna go flip these real quick. I don't want to keep y'all, and because I got a lot. Like I'm literally going through a lot here. Like for real, for real. You know what I'm saying?
You
Oh,
got a
this
story
was
coming.
that was that other Space Ghost that is signed by Propose.
Yeah.
Then we got a book that I'm super excited about. This was Magic. This is a San Diego
Beautiful.
Comic Con exclusive, y'all.
Beautiful.
And this you can only get this through the blind bag. So this one right here, big book, big book. She signed right there.
Hmm.
And this one, the biggest one, Thundercats #1, signed by the GOAT himself, Brett Breeding. This one right here lit me up. If y'all follow us, you already know I'm a Thundercats fanatic,
I'm
and that's what it
jealous.
is.
I'm jealous.
And then we got real quick, we got another one
My Thundercats means nothing now.
right here.
Clean.
The Transformers signed by Peter Cullen himself.
That's clean.
That's what's up. And then the man himself, Jim Lee, signed this. Absolute Batman #1,
Yep.
signed 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. Done. I have some other ones, but y'all know what it is, man. I got Dork signed and all this other stuff, but yeah, that's my what I would like to show.
Hey man, I can't
Yeah.
wait. Y'all gotta follow him on TikTok. Make sure you do it at Galactus Photog. He'll be giving you in-depth breakdowns on everything he got from MegaCon. Make sure you hit that follow button on TikTok. Shout out everybody if you are watching on TikTok. Make sure you come to the red button app. Click that like, comment, and subscribe. We got that big giveaway happening still. I'll probably do the Funko Pop giveaway. If we can get 20 people in the chat today, then I'll give the Funko Pop away. Starfire was good. BK was good. Who else we got in the chat? I see y'all, man. For a shout out, make sure that you are in here. Yona, what's good with you, man? Shout out to everybody pulling up. All right, now let's get to our first topic. First and foremost, we know what trailers do for the general audience. They hype us up, get these movies, you know, the promotion that it needs to, get people excited for the experience of what to come, right? Spider-Man usually does that. Spider-Man trailers usually in some type of capacity gets us hyped up, and they're very good visually, story-wise, everything is just so compelling, right? And I got a lot to say about Spider-Man, so I'm gonna go on a yap session for this, right? But Spider-Man Brand New Day has exceeded every expectation I thought it would. Not only did the first day did it drop, the first 24 hours, 718 million views, doubling its predecessor, Deadpool and Wolverine, by double, but also the most popular trailer of all time, which broke the internet. GTA 6 broke the internet. Keep that in mind, y'all. Just think about how massive GTA 6 trailer was. It broke that by at least 200 plus million
Flee.
views.
Flee.
Wait, hold on a second. We gotta do a mic check, bro.
Your mic on YouTube is muted.
My mic on. You sure?
Yeah, everybody. I'm just told.
Mic check. Mic check. Can y'all hear me?
Is it my mic or is it
No,
Fleece?
that's Fleas. Hold on. Flee, say something.
Yo. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2.
You're good.
Y'all
I
hear
can
me?
hear you. I can hear you on YouTube. I just pulled it up. I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me in the chat? Oh yeah, they was hearing me the
Oh,
whole
your
time.
volume is low. They're saying your volume's low on YouTube.
Yeah, cause Galactus made me put it down, y'all. He was like, "Yo, you too loud, bro." I'm gonna put it all the way down. I told
Turn
him
it
it was his joint. But let me just break this down again, right? Just
turn it up, and I'm gonna turn you down on Riverside.
all
Turn
right,
it up.
bet. All right, just to let everybody know, let's start this over one more time. Ready, y'all?
There you
All
go.
right, here we go. All right, so our first topic will be Spider-Man Brand New Day, breaking every single record you could think about when it comes to the first 24 hours in views for trailers. And let me tell you how monumental this is and just how big of a like concept it is. The previous trailer was about over 400 million, and that was GTA 6. GTA 6 not only broke the internet, but it beat out Deadpool and Wolverine by a cool 100 plus mil. Well, ladies and gentlemen, heroes and villains, Spider-Man Brand New Day now sits on the throne for the most watched trailer of all time with 718 million views, beating Deadpool and Wolverine by double and GTA 6 by 200 plus million. Now, this is big news, especially for the comic book fandom. Right now, we caught a huge W. And Marvel is not only back, but dominates in a way like never before. And just to give y'all some type of, concept of these records and views, it's now in the Guinness Book of World Records. So let that sink in. This is why I tell y'all, when it comes to characters like Spider-Man, respectfully, as much as I love DC, they just can't compete with that brand. Not even Marvel. Spider-Man as a brand. And that's why I tell y'all, Sony is never letting that character go. They are not selling Marvel back the rights to that character. They make way too much money from that character alone, whether it be merchandise, toys, games, comics. Well, not comics. They don't see none of that. Movies, TV shows, etc. They make way too much money. But Spider-Man alone now sits on the throne. Now the topic is, we already knew that it was going to cross that $1 billion mark. Well, at least I said that. I said that on the show before. We talked about it. But now the conversation that we're about to have is maybe an uncomfortable one, giving Blue his flowers. Could Spider-Man beat out Doomsday? And could it possibly cross the $2 billion mark in the box office? We're going to have a conversation about it. Lock in. Achilles, what's good with you, man? So every account, yeah, man, it's on all platforms. They went absolutely bonkers. So now, heroes, villains, let me know in the comments section, right? How did y'all truly feel about the brand new Day trailer? Me, I'm not going to lie to you. The reason why I was so underwhelmed by it, I'm going to get this out, right? Because I didn't want to rain on nobody's parade when the trailer came out. But I will say I did not enjoy it. And the reason why I didn't enjoy it too much like I would have is because the way Marvel marketed, right? When they first marketed the trailer, they said, hey, leading up to the trailer, we got big news. We're going to have multiple content creators put out seconds of the trailer. So throughout the whole day, the prior day before the trailer dropped, you got snippets about 5 to 7 seconds of the trailer that just kept dropping, right? And it kept annoying me. And I'm like, oh, this is annoying. Well, this is annoying. This is kind of trash. What is this, right? So when it finally came out, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a big move, right? And then it dropped. And I was like, I felt like they was like this. Like, perfect example, not Galactus, but Blue Jack do it all the time. Blue Jack be like this right here. Blue Jack be like, see what I got? See what I got? Look, this too. Look, wait. Don't go nowhere. So you feel what I'm saying? It felt like that when it came to the shock value of the cover homages, right? Like, I felt like, respectfully, y'all could have gave us the one to, what is that? Spider-Man cover 15? Amazing Spider-Man 15?
Where he's swinging?
Is that 15?
I don't know the number, but I know. Yeah.
Nah, it's that cover is of him in a black suit. I think that book is the not
Amazing
it's not the
Fantasy.
book. Yeah, Amazing
Fantasy
Fantasy
15.
Appreciate that, White and Nerdy. Appreciate that.
So I'm thinking, okay, you could have gave us that shot, but then you gave us the Tarantula shot. You gave us the boomerang shot. You giving us all of this, right? You give us the hand shot. And then you do the same exact thing that you did with No Way Home, where obviously you CGI'd a couple of characters out of that, right? And you give us that nice little hand shot. Now, of course, most of us know who that is. Most of us know Daredevil is probably in that. I don't see how you do the hand and you don't include Daredevil, or how you have Punisher in that movie and you don't have Daredevil. And Charlie Cox, come on, bro. Andrew Garfield did it better, bro. The way he was like, no, I'm not in this movie. Like, come on, bro. Like Andrew Garfield did it better. That's all I'm gonna say. But it just, for me, it felt like for a teaser trailer, or was it the actual trailer?
It was a trailer.
It was the trailer, so we didn't even get a
4
teaser.
months out. That's a trailer, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 4 months out, which is late marketing already. So I understand why they did it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say the trailer was bad at any means. I thought the trailer was very well done. I thought it got me hyped for the movie. I'm expecting it to make $1 billion now. Easy. $2 billion is questionable. But I think if any movie can do it this year, I do feel like Doomsday, Mario, and Doomsday, Mario Galaxy, and maybe Spider-Man could do that $2 billion mark. But gentlemen, I'm gonna leave it to you, Blue Jack. First, I gotta ask you a question. Not only about your trailer reaction, because if you're not following Blue Jack on TikTok, make sure you follow him. Main Blue Jack on TikTok. But I do want to ask you, right? There's been a lot of talk about Cindy Sweeten's character, right?
Mhm.
And a lot of people saying it's Jean Grey. I heard a theory out there, Typhoon Mary, which was an excellent one, but I just don't know if they would waste Cindy Sweden on her. No
Mhm.
disrespect to any Typhoon Mary character lovers out there, or like trying to degrade her as a character. But I thought that was a very interesting theory, right? Some people are saying it's Web of Destiny characters and all that. Who do you feel like she's playing for one? How did you feel about the trailer? Because remind you, y'all can go back to the episode. Blue Jack wasn't that excited for Spider Man. He thought it was way too crowded. He thought the movie was gonna be shit. Um, so how do
Hey,
you feel
yo,
now?
relax.
Right?
Nah, with Jean Grey, I said this probably earlier in the week. Y'all know I didn't think she was gonna be Jean Grey. I was like, why, why would you do that in a Spider-Man movie? But I feel like at this point, you kind of be dumb and going against the grain to think it's not Jean Grey. So I don't know who I think it is. I don't want it to be Jean Grey, but it's probably Jean Grey. They're probably doing mutants. We just got announced earlier today that there is an X-Men movie in the works with no title in like the next 3 years. So they're probably doing Jean Grey. I'm not happy about it. Once again, I don't think X-Men should be introduced in Spider-Man movie, but it is what it is. The movie looks good. The movie looks great in my opinion. The trailer, it feels like a Spider-Man movie, which we haven't gotten. I've said this 100 times. Y'all can love Tom all you want. It ain't Tom's fault. It ain't his fault that his movies aren't Spider-Man movies. So I'm not against him, but this movie feels like what Spider-Man is. It feels like a lived-in New York. Now they can finally put characters in because they have the characters in place that make sense to interact with Spider-Man in his world. So it feels like he has one goal, and he got a bunch of nuisances that he's dealing with, which is a good thing. He's going through it. He's in the mud. He only know how to be how to be Spider-Man. That's very important for a Spider-Man one, which I think this is a Spider-Man one. Um, so I'm cool with it. I'm really excited. I told y'all I thought I was gonna do better than Doomsday, even if it didn't make more money. I thought it was gonna be a better film. I said that off rip, and I still stand by that until I'm proven wrong. But yeah, I'm rocking with it, and yes, I was a little upset that it took this long to get a trailer, but at the same time, Marvel have to be careful because they have so many projects coming out that are involved in this. We've already basically got spoiled with Daredevil season 2. We high sense Kingpin's not the mayor anymore after this trailer, right? The heroes make it out of season 2 because after season 1, there was supposed to be no heroes in New York. He just got the key to the city in New York. So if you do that too far before Daredevil, it kind of just kills the momentum. So I get it. I'm not mad about it, but I think this movie gonna be a banger, man. I think people gonna be in seats, and I think this can rival and it can be a top four, top three Spider-Man movie if they do it correctly.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it's probably gonna be the best Spider-Man movie we got. To be honest,
Tom
Tom
Holland,
Holland is just one of
you
one, man. He's
praise him
that
too
guy.
much. Dude.
But not only just that, Galactus, right? We see, and you gave a good point because I do think now that I think about it, I think what they showed us in the trailer is somewhat of a time skip of him battling these villains and then getting the key to the city. So I do think we're gonna get a time skip in this movie to the present MCU day. But Galactus, you got a chance to check out the trailer, right? We've all had speculations about how good the movie was gonna be. Was there gonna be too much going on? Was there gonna be many villains? But I do believe in my heart. I want to get your take on it. I do feel like characters like Boomerang, Triantula, and a couple of these other ones are gonna be like one and done villains. We'll probably see them in the movie for about 10 minutes. I don't think they'll take up too much space. Now, Blue Jack just, oh my God, I didn't even think about it. Basically spoiled it for me too because Now that you think about it, Kingpin's not the mayor no more. There's heroes in the city. Daredevil or Punisher makes it out of season 2. We know that now, right? So, what do you think this means when it comes to a cinematic universe and the way Marvel tangles and mixes everything together? Do you think this is kind of hurting the ongoing movie projects, or do you think this trailer just showed people, hey, we don't need a Super Bowl, we don't need um word of mouth. We are Marvel. This is what we do. Regardless of what, we gonna bring asses in seats and eyes on TVs.
So let's be clear. Regardless of what this movie is anticipated, people are gonna go see it. Let's just keep it real. People are gonna fill the seats regardless, right? Because they're interested in seeing what this is all about. The trailer itself, I really did like it. I do not agree with Blue. Before I forget my thought, I do not agree that this is going to be the best one. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Toby did such a wonderful job on number one. That movie.
You
I
meant
didn't say it
me.
was the
He
best.
meant
No, you
me.
said it wasn't. You said it wasn't.
No, I
You
said
said
it
you
could
said we
be.
haven't seen a good. We haven't seen. I think you said we haven't seen the best Spider-Man. What'd you say? You said
No,
something
no,
to that effect.
I said this could be top 4 or top 3 best Spider-Man movies. I don't think it's passing Spider-Man 1 or 2
Okay,
with Tobey.
okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to make because it's not
Yeah, listen. Of course, no. No.
like I
If
think
3
Toby did.
Spider-Man didn't pass it, this one won't pass it.
Yeah, it's. But I'm just saying. I mean, overall, as far as even me with fanfare, like for me, as far as like loving the movie, like I like those other ones, but number one to me is always gonna be that movie, and that's just because. Um, oh, you said like we're this is gonna be like you feel like this is gonna be like a good Spider-Man movie. Like this is gonna be what Spider-Man movie like what we wanted for as far as Spider-Man.
Yes.
I was gonna
Yes.
say number
Yes.
one for me. What was that? Now, what is this gonna look like? I can't go off a trailer right now. However, I can say this: as much as I love the comic books, they're bringing in all of that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go on record and saying I was wrong in the pod before talking about there was all this mishmash stuff going on. When I think about Spider-Man, and even some of the books I've actually read, that was always the case. He went from one enemy to the next all the time. Like you know what I'm saying? So how I feel is that you know what? I'm okay with this at this point in time. Like I really am because the Marvel needs this. They need this movie to do well. And if it does well, they can move on with those projects in full confidence and knowing that it is going to do well. Now, I feel like this is a complete reboot as far as like what Marvel needs for their media for Marvel Studios, right? I think that this is what they need to get people interested. They're coming up and showing these things, all these projects at one time. Really, when you think about it, this one movie is putting all the projects together for people to be interested to see the next movie. This is free promo. This movie is free promo to what comes out next. So honestly, I feel like at this point in time, it's a good look for them. Like they need this. So that way people be like, yo, did you see whoever was in what's the name? Like, oh my gosh. And they just got released that guess who's coming to this movie or this movie. Then we're gonna want to see more. So overall, bro, I feel like we good. I feel like Marvel's doing the right thing, man. And I'm okay with it. So you got a second part to that question?
Not really, but I want to expand on something you said when it comes to the impact of too many characters in a Spider-Man movie. If you think about it, like you said, it's always been in there. Even I didn't read too many old school Spider-Man comic books, but I did watch the cartoons and things like that. And when you think about the cartoons, even right now, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man cartoon on Disney Plus that just came out, all the way back to the '93 Spider-Man cartoon, right? When you think about these cartoons and you think of the way Spider-Man interacts, all his characters are either his neighbor, Mary Jane. He goes to school. His teacher is probably Doc Connors or something like that. His best friend is Harry Osborn. His best friend's father is what you call it, Harry Osborn. Not Harry, Norman Osborn. His bully is old boy Eddie
Last Tony.
Brock. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Oh
all
yeah.
these characters are intertwined in his story. You feel what I'm saying? They just so happen later on to become either his villains or or his allies in a huge or bigger way. You feel what I'm saying? Just think about it. In the first season of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, we got introduced to Tombstone, which was his best friend off rip. We got introduced to his classmates, which we know is one Amadeus Joe, I think that's his name, right? The Hulk, which we know in future seasons
Amadeus.
he's gonna become
Amadeus,
the
yeah.
Hulk. You know what I'm saying? So all of these characters are gonna be somebody someday. So now I don't know too much about the Ned character. I just figured some of this out, but somebody was telling me that he's gonna become a villain, the Hobgoblin. I don't know how we get the Hobgoblin before the Green Goblin, but everybody's saying like he might become the Hobgoblin. So my question to y'all, with the characters that we're getting, with Ned mind being wiped, of not knowing, the promises he made. Big shout out to the gentleman that made that video on that. The promises he made, to Peter, like, I'll never be that guy, I'll never turn evil. With his mind being wiped, do you think that we might see Ned turn evil? Or do you think that we're gonna get the Mary Jane that we know? Because you see, she's a little more dolled up than what we seen her from the first movie, where she's more like, just the casual girl next door. Now in this movie, she's looking more model type. She's looking like Zendaya in real life, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So do you think these characters will have evolution in the next upcoming Spider-Man movies?
100%. They kind of have to, right? We have to we started from a point where we're this young character that we were introduced with Tom Holland earlier on, and as he's starting to grow and kind of like mature, especially within this super hero world, you know what I'm saying? It forces him to grow up in a way where he's now um having to deal with a lot more. You know what I'm saying? On him, which we seen in the trailer, right? Especially with the mask scene with the eye and stuff like that. So I mean that whole emotional connection to he's not really sure what's going on, especially being alienated to people that he grew up with, literally grew up with, to now them people not even knowing who he is. I feel like with the Mary Jane situation, again, we're moving into a situation to where, they're gonna be doing a co-college thing and so forth and so on. So I feel like it is something that we have to see. You know what I'm saying? Especially considering that these are kids moving into their adulthood. In order for them to make it a successful transition from them being at that point, they kind of have to force the growth and look different.
Mm. Blue Jack, what do you think? Because we're
Um,
hearing a lot, man. We're hearing Keith David. You heard his voice. I know y'all heard the GOAT in the trailer. Y'all
yeah.
heard they not wasting his voice on just anybody. He's got, some people are saying he's the lizard. Some people are saying he's Tombstone. I don't know who Keith Davis is probably going to be in this movie, but we're hearing things, man. How do you think they ravel all these characters up into one cinematic centerpiece using them?
Uh, Firstly, I want to start with your first point. We all know Spider Man is very crowded with his books. So I don't think the issue was it's unauthentic to Spider Man when it comes to too many people. I think it was more so, is MCU going to crowd it and not write it correctly? I think that's how more people were looking at it in a way, because they do that in a lot of their films, and they've done that outside of the Avengers films, and some of them don't land. So I think that was the biggest part, right? Are we going to get Tom Holland being Spider Man, Tom Holland, or are we going to get just too much, and then you just throw Tom Holland on top? That's my first point. Secondly, yeah, I think the everybody in it is very important, and everybody has to evolve. Not only because the events that's happened in the world of the MCU, but also, like Galactus said, they're not in high school anymore. I will say with MJ, I do think they had to pivot a little bit. I don't think it's all her going to college. I think it was like, okay, if she's going to be MJ, we got to change her a little bit from what we started with. So I think it goes hand in hand with college and them having to write her different. Um, but yeah, they have to evolve, man. So much has happened. Even Tom Holland, people forget he's alone. Normally he has Aunt May and he loses Aunt Ben, Uncle Ben. He doesn't have either one. He has no one. Literally, he's alone. He's just him, whoever his neighbors is, and Spider Man. He's living through Spider Man. So he has to grow. He has to change. He has to evolve. He has to go through struggle, man. We don't know how he making money. You know what I'm saying? He out there struggling for real. So he got to evolve, and yeah, I think everybody gonna how they shine. Everybody's gonna do their part. Long as they don't outshine Peter. That's all I care about.
Yeah, I feel like too. This is a great way because we all know in the comic books that MJ ain't always the one. You know what I'm saying? So you got Black Cat with his that whole situation, complicated situation with Black Cat. So I mean, yo, look, it could be a good way if he did forget who MJ was for MJ to kind of go off and do her thing, whatever it is. There's a lot that they can move to so many different timelines and kind of integrate them in a way where it is seamless because there was times when again you had that separation between him and MJ that wasn't there. So we'll have to see how this goes. I'm interested in this movie specifically because of the fact that now that they have the rights to the mutants, they can bring them in properly. And I think this was the thing that was missing more than anything was that piece where there was no it was totally disconnected. It always seemed like before I remember before when the Marvel movies just started and in the beginning of that, I loved how they had Fury kind of going to places to kind of connect those characters together. And then they all came to that centralized point when it came to the Avengers. That was a beautiful way to really kind of bring the characters into one central story. And I think at this point in time is they're making up for mistakes that they did previously. So what they're doing is they're introducing these characters and now to familiarize them with the audience. So that way they can start moving into those projects and people are not feeling like there is a disconnect as there was because naturally they were in two different places. So you gotta have to like try to make up for the lack of not having the capital to bring them over or just being contractually not able to get it right. So there was a lot of different things, but then moving into that this way, although like I said before, it seemed like it was forced. Now I understand the reason why they're using the biggest character that they possibly can to start introducing these characters. It's brilliant.
I
Very
agree.
much, very
I
much.
agree. And just for the record, heroes go back, please, because I don't want to sound like I'm capping. But the first time we talked about Spider-Man on this podcast, I told y'all once I heard the organic webbing thing, I said we was gonna get Man Spider in this joint. I said they was gonna play off the '94 animated show where he turns into the joint and all that. Now I don't know how they did it in the comic books. I just remember the show. You know what I'm saying? When he had to go to the X-Men for help because he was mutating. Now I don't know if they'll get that involved with it. Obviously they're not. They're using Bruce Banner to replace Professor X from the storyline I know in the animated joint, which is kind of crazy. Like why use Bruce Banner when they could have used, they got the rights to those characters now. You could have made it more appealing and added the X-Men. But I see like
You
it's
you kind of
too
don't have
much.
a choice. You have to use Hawk, right?
Yeah,
Hawk can't have his own movie.
true.
Hawk can only be used in projects. The last time we seen Hawk was She-Hulk. You need Hawk for Doomsday. How do you know where Hawk is? In between those, he has to be in this movie. There's
Yeah.
no choice. He has to.
But
You know what I
that
mean?
that leaves a question. Do you think I'm gonna ask y'all again? Do you think the internet will be pissed off if they introduce Peter to some type of X gene in Spider-Man? Because we see a trend of them doing it with Marvel characters. They did it to Miss
I will.
Marvel. You know what I'm saying?
I'll go off rip. I'm already mad that he's getting organic. Organic. I've said it. I don't want him to do that. I let him be his own thing. If you want to make him comic, let him be comic. Now, if they're gonna do the man spider forearms, makes sense. But once that's gone, take it away. That's what I say. Do not let him keep that. That was Toby's thing. That was who made the Toby movies? I'm blanking right now.
Sam Raimi.
That is his creation. They put that in the comics because of that. Because of that movie. That's not originally a comic thing. That is originally Sam Raimi's idea that he put in the movie. So if Tommy going if Tom's gonna get it, let it be with the mutation and then let it go back. And I'm cool with that. I'm happy. We've never seen that in live action. That's something unique. That's new, right? It could be a little frightening, but we can also see him going up and crawling up Hulk, something crazy, because we know Savage Hulk's coming back. So that's unique. That brings you a different take. That brings you something we've never seen before, which is important when it comes to these movies to keep it fresh. Um, so, but I do think it would be a little far fetched if they did the X gene. You don't have to have
Galactus.
the X gene.
Yeah,
Um,
Galactus. I know you've been reading Spider Man. You still to this day are on the hunt for some of the most
Yeah,
terrific TASM joints in the world. You know what I'm saying? So you know a lot about Spider Man. How would it feel to you as an OG collector, OG reader of this character if they introduced MCU's Tom Holland Spider Man to the X gene in some type of capacity?
um, I don't know, man. I don't feel like I think they will be pushing that concept way too far. I know they want to bring, I know they want to bring the mutants in. I don't think this is the character that needs it. I think they already have with the direction that they're going in. They're already going to be introducing the X gene. I don't think Spider-Man should be that character. Now, I do like Billy. I'm on the organic web train. I'm not. I don't feel like it takes away from the Spider-Man lore at all. I honestly I feel like I'm okay with it. Maybe because Toby just made it work so well. But I
yeah,
feel like maybe that's what it is. But at the same time, I understand. I understand the hardcore Spider-Man fans not wanting to receive that. But I'm okay with it. To be honest with you, I'm okay with that. I don't agree with that. I'm hoping it's not the X gene. You know what I'm saying? But he's been through a lot, so they could do so much with this character about how they introduce this mutation. They don't necessarily have to do the X gene. You know what I'm saying? So everything that's going down with Thanos and everything that was there, they could absolutely pivot and put something in there. Now we don't know what that looks like, but I wouldn't be pissed if they did the X gene. I would understand why, but it's not like at that point in time I'll have to accept it because it is done, right? But um, it I would understand why. I'll say that I would understand why because of everything else, the projects they have that they need to start putting out. But I don't think that this is the character to do it.
I
I agree.
agree, and I'm gonna give my take before we move on to our next topic, which is still MCU related. But I'm gonna keep it 100. If they introduce Spider-Man to the X gene, I'm gonna be furious, right? Because at the end of the day, I understand why they did it with Miss Marvel. Because in the comic books, they was trying to pivot from the X-Men and from Fantastic Four because Fox wasn't gonna sell them the rights. So they was trying to like push the Inhumans and push other characters in the comics and try to like sideline those characters to devalue the worth of them so they can buy them back at a lower cost. I understand you ain't slick, Marvel, but when it comes to Spider-Man, right? The the word, well, when it comes to the MCU, the word mutation, when you hear it, people instantly think about the X gene. So now you have an antagonist looking for Jean Grey or whoever this character is, which has been, labeled as an anti-mutant extremist, right? So now we have Spider-Man knowing he's going through the mutation. We know he wakes up in the webbing. We know the organic webs. We see the eyes change. We know he's going through, they say it, a mutation, right? So now I'm just hoping they don't be lazy with the writing and say, oh, he's always had the X gene and the spider bite may have, increased it, or maybe his percentage of having a X gene was low and the spider bite or the stress. Because what is it? I think it's like at the, once they reach a certain age or stress level, the mutation
Hmm.
starts to take place. So I hope it's not that where he reaches, a certain amount of stress and he starts mutating and that's what's causing it. I think that would be lazy writing. I'd rather something dealing like you said with Thanos or anything. I'm just curious how they're gonna, play this mutation into it. And I'm with Galactus and well, not Galactus, but Blue Jack. I think the organic webbings is bullshit and needs to go back to the Sam Raimi stuff. Because one thing about Peter Parker that I love that people can't take away from him, he's a genius. He built those web shooters. Who knows what other devices he could build or what other stuff he can come up with. So taking something away that's so I feel like goes with his character, like that's like taking away Batman's utility belt. Like or taking away Batman's gadgets or something like that. The web shooters go one and one with him. So I don't
And
know how
this
I feel about that.
and this is
So
why this is
in
why I
in
mainly
the chat,
said, "Oh, go ahead."
I'm gonna say real quick in the chat, and this is actually really good. Hawk Achilles, he said that he thinks that the mutate is going to be more so Peter with the symbiote, and I think Billy kind of said the same thing about the mutation, and we're going to see the black suit. I think that would be something that would be kind of fire because they've already been in space, right? And I feel like that's a great way. Well, then how would you? Well, it'll be tough. It'll be tough because again, we already had Venom. But you know, with the Sony rights. So with the black suit though, they can get away with it because the black suit is technically an alien symbiote. But you know what I'm saying? It could have attached to him somehow. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like look, I'm not like I said, I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at the weapon being organic. I feel like again it kind of adds to the excitement for Spider-Man because when you think about Spider-Man, you think webs, right? And so I mean, this is pretty dope. Like he doesn't have to worry about running out of webs. So I don't know, man. I'm okay with
That's
it, bro.
integral to spot. I'm gonna say this. I think it's Mr. Negative. I don't think it ain't got nothing to do with mutants. I think it's Mr. Negative.
That would be dope.
I think he's going to the next stage in his life because he's growing up. He got away from Tony Stark, right? He's alone. He's struggling, just like we saw Toby do. But he's not going to lose his power. His body's going to adapt, right? I think he's going to adapt, and I think the black in the eyes is Mr. Negative, and I think that's where it comes with Hulk, Mr. Negative taking over the people, Mr. Negative. Now we know Mr. Negative normally got to touch him, but it's MCU. They change stuff all the time. They can
Mm-hmm.
easily change that, right? They
I like that.
can
I
easily
like
change
that.
that. Then you got all the villains going up against Spider-Man because Mr. Negative, he could, hey, I'm gonna pay you.
Manipulated, yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna pay you, or I'm gonna F you up if you don't do what I tell you to do. So I think that's where it's going. I think
So
they're
you
just
think
using a mutate.
Mr. Negative is the big bad of the movie?
I was about to say the same thing.
Yes. Or he could, or he's in the background and he could be like a big part of this trilogy, something like
Oh,
that.
okay. All right. So before we leave, over or under 2 billion,
Under.
Galactus. Over or under 2 billion, box office, worldwide.
I think it'll reach it. It's crazy to say it. It's crazy to say it, but I think it will reach it. I think we're clamoring. I think Marvel fans are clamoring for something, and I think we've gotten to that point where we've been wanting something this big for a while. I think just the interest alone in everything that it's doing is gonna pull people to the theaters. I think it'll do it. I don't. Of course, I'm not gonna say it's gonna be bigger than Doomsday because it's not. But it will. It will make some bread though.
I'm gonna say
Yo,
over two. I'm gonna
three
say over.
Spider-Man couldn't do it. And you, all
Hey,
right.
the last one almost did 1.8. It was
And
knocking at that
three
door.
Spider-Man and it didn't do it. That's what I'm saying.
And this is why after this movie, Tom Holland will be unsolidified the GOAT. Like it will be no debate after this. Once he crosses that 2 billion mark, I don't want to hear no more Tom Holland slander.
I
Also,
might be
let's go to
quiet.
the
I might
chat
be
real
quiet
quick.
after that. Yeah.
Press J, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Hulk Achilles, I never see when you're in the chat, bro. So I'm gonna mod you because I be seeing the blue. Is there a way? Can I mod him? Oh,
So you just clicked off the recording because you clicked on YouTube.
I clicked on YouTube.
Yeah, so your camera's on YouTube. Now you got to click back.
Oh man, hold on. Wait.
So Achilles is saying he might agree with you
Yeah, because
that
y'all join.
he might, but like old boy says, press J said the last one made 1.9. So it's like it's at that one pivotal moment, and what's gonna do it is those other characters. You have to imagine. You have to remember. You have the Spider-Man
Wait,
fans
what?
that
What's
are
going on?
you good. You have these
Nope.
Hold on, chat. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to go back in. Give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on. All right,
Being
hold
honest,
on.
that the reason it made so much money is because Toby and Andrew is that's the main reason it made what it made.
Yeah, and now, but blue. This is that kind of same situation. You taking characters that were pretty much people knew and loved. Now, first of all, the Andy Garfield. I mean, wasn't it Garfield? Whatever his name.
Yeah, Andrew
Yeah,
Garfield. Yeah,
That movie didn't like spike like Toby did. You know what I'm saying?
but revisionism made it.
But
Revisionism made it. Yeah.
but
yeah,
what I'm
but you gotta
saying is like
understand. Hold on, Galactus. You gotta understand too, though, Blue. We was in post pandemic when that joint dropped. People were still a little hesitant about going to the movie theaters. Go ahead, Galactus.
And it's worse now than it was then.
stop
No, it's
stop
not. The
fire
movie
stop
box
fire
office is going up and up. You
stop fire.
bugging.
First of all, let me just go
It's
ahead,
not
man, because
worse
I ain't get the
now.
opportunity to
No, it's
say it.
not.
Yo, Starfire, real quick. Yo, first of all, much love. Thank you for the wall. She said, yo, it said no. If it go under, I gotta give her my wall.
Yo, y'all are blowing my brain. You just said the economy is better now than it was during COVID.
Look how we could
I didn't
literally
say
do
that.
this.
What happened?
Think
Fleet
about
said
hold on,
that.
hold on. Think about this. Think about the last 3 years and compare the last 3 years. All right, think about 2020 to 2023. Now
Wait
think
a
about
minute.
2023 to 2026 and do the movie comparisons. I just seen a whole podcast on this. There's been more billion-dollar movies in that time frame, and the movies box office general have been going up. It's not going down. The movie is going up. Trailers are going up. Movies are going up. MCU movies is going up. Like from that period. Think
MCU
about it.
movies are not going up. I don't know what you're talking about. MCU movies are not. This will be the first one that goes up. They've made profit, but barely.
So you're
Bro,
telling me? So you telling me in 2024 we didn't have a almost $2 billion movie from Deadpool and Wolverine? That movie just never existed. That's not an MCU movie.
Yeah, but
That's after
that's
post
that's an out
pandemic.
that's an outlier. But when we talk about Spider-Man, we just had a whole 20-minute thing. Spider-Man is untouchable, right? We all knew the three Spider-Man were going to be in that movie. The economy was way better because our president and our government wanted and needed us to spend money. The United States needed money because we were stuck in the house. So you got three Spider-Man in one movie, right? You're going to go see that movie. It's making 1.8, like you said. This one, not saying it won't get closer, not saying I'm not saying that, but that is the reason that movie went up. So now you got Spider-Man, and y'all comparing. Oh, we got Hulk, we got Punisher. They're not the other Spider-Man. They don't have the effect of the other Spider-Man.
no, hold on a second though, Blue. Hold on a second. Wait.
Yeah,
And
he
this is the
bugging.
point. This is the point. This is the point that I was gonna say before. Again, you have those other
So
two
you gonna
Spider-Man.
remove me,
Yes, you're
baby?
still in the
Oh, they said
Spider-Man
it made
Wait,
universe.
1.3 billion, not 1.8. They said Spider-Man No Way Home made 1.3, not 1.8.
But regardless of the fact, that was a hold on a second though. But we still talking about what you're talking about, a movie that pretty much had a singular focus on one character. Like you said, Toby and Andy did bring in those other from
Yeah.
1.9. How much closer do you think it's gonna need to get to 2? Now listen to this though. Here's the thing. You talking
Bring
about
them back
taking
again. Bring them back again, and it'll get
bro,
two.
bro, listen. Look, at that time, right? And this is what I'm gonna say this. At that time, Spider-Man needed something. So they brought in those two people to
Oh,
propel it to that point. We are at a pivotal point in Marvel to where they need to make some changes. So what they're saying is we are about to throw y'all the biggest thing ever because everybody has been talking about it. They've been talking about mutants for how long now, trying to get them over to here, and now that they have it, the same energy that people had going to see what is it, Deadpool, going to see X-Men, all type of X-Men movies, all that same energy. Now imagine you taking those same enthusiasts, those same people that love those movies, and
Mhm.
now put them in a damn Spider-Man movie. We're talking about taking infusing all those things together. We can't talk about them being singular no more. We can't talk about how well Spider-Man did by itself. We can't talk about how well X-Men did by itself or Deadpool. We talking about taking all of those characters and putting them in one movie. One movie. That movie is going to, I truly believe that that's the
Doomsday or
catalyst.
Spider-Man? Which one are you talking about?
I'm saying Spider-Man. But this Spider-Man that's coming out is
You
going
got
to
X Men, you got Punisher,
reach.
Daredevil, bro.
I'm saying I'm taking you taking those two all of those properties, and you put them into
And
one
think about this, Blue Jack. Think about this.
one.
First of all, whoever said that in the comments,
So confused.
whoever said that in the comments
No,
probably
no,
told you wrong. Hold on,
he
it's
said
one
one
point.
point.
One
He
point.
said 1.3 for Deadpool and Wolverine. That's what he was saying.
No, yeah,
Not
that's what I'm
Spider-Man.
saying.
Yeah,
It made over
yeah,
$1 billion though. It
yeah.
made over $1 billion.
Hugh
That's what I
Jackman.
was trying to tell you. But
He,
Spider-Man alone, look, Spider-Man
we could do
alone,
this all day.
every single Spider-Man movie that came out since 2002 has averaged 800 million. Just
It's
Spider-Man.
Spider.
That's look.
You're
So
not making a point though, Flea.
what
We
I'm
just
trying to
had a
tell you,
20-minute. We just had a 20-minute talk. Nobody. The only person that comes close is Batman. Spider-Man is the thing for TV and movie.
100%.
but what I'm
There,
trying to
I
tell you,
don't
it's gonna
understand.
sell
We're
more
not,
than. All right, my point is, it's selling more than No Way Home, and it's crossing 2 billion mark.
and I still
With
disagree.
three Spider-Man, this movie gonna beat that three
I
Spider-Man.
disagree. And just like I told you, it would be a better movie than Doomsday. You disagree, and
Nah,
now
you
you and
smoking,
now
bro.
you
Hold
own
on,
it,
hold on, hold
and
on.
now you own
Yo,
it.
We
Like
got
I don't
we
Achilles,
gotta get you
understand what.
Achilles, hold on a
tested for
second.
that, bro.
I
We
need I
gotta
need to
get
make
you
a comment about
tested.
how Achilles said. Achilles said
I don't
this
understand what
movie
we're
ain't
doing.
breaking 1.5 because people think this movie looks like a fuzzy mess. Here's the thing about that. What's interesting? They're gonna go see it. They're
That's
gonna
funny.
think they're gonna think it's a hot mess. But guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna pay their money to go see this so-called hot mess. So it's going to add to that revenue regardless. So what I'm trying to say is all this talk about what they think is gonna be, they want to see it anyway, and they're gonna pay the money to see it anyway.
I say it beats No Way Home. Let us know. We're gonna revisit this conversation in a couple of months. But that's our take on Spider-Man Brand New Day. Let us know how you feel about it in the comments. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, our next conversation is back in the MCU family. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 arrives March 24th. Now, this is one of my most anticipated shows of the year. Of course, it's in the top five, anticipated shows. Two of them already dropped, to be honest with you, was Invincible and the Game of Thrones spinoff, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. The next one is coming up, The Boys.
I'm
And
going
then
like
I
it.
think after that, what's the other one I'm really hyped for? Oh, Spider-Man Noir. So I want to ask y'all, right? With Daredevil, we could be really quick on this. Daredevil, Born Again. Do you think it will succeed season one? And do you think it will be better than seasons two Netflix Daredevil?
Oh, that's an easy one.
Go ahead, let me hear it.
It is. Oh my bad.
You good? Go ahead.
So the question was this season that's about to drop, whether or not it's gonna be better than
The
season
first,
2 Netflix. You said?
yeah. Will it be better than the first season? And will it be better than season two? Hold on, what's going on? Why
No,
you doing all this? Why you
this
doing all
TikTok.
this?
Sorry, they
Hold on, let me go
TikTok
to TikTok. Let's see what
Tik,
they say, man. Let me
TikTok still
pull
on
up.
Spider Man. TikTok still on Spider Man. So I'm
They
over
still on
here.
Spider Man.
I
Let
Oh,
me
they
thought,
see
yeah,
what
giving.
they
yeah,
talking about.
First of all, we split.
yeah.
It looked like TikTok split down the middle on Spider Man. Whether or not it's gonna make it or
They
not.
they split they split down the middle.
Yeah, they
No,
split
no,
down the
no,
middle,
no.
bro. They split
TikTok
down the
saying
middle here.
it's not making 2 billion in America right now. That's exactly what I said.
Not the domestic box
That
office.
that's what
Of
Achilles is
course
saying.
it's
But
not.
Press Play think
Ain't
it's
no
definitely gonna
movie. I'm
be.
not even gonna lie to you,
Who said
bro.
that?
If you literally do your research, there's only been a handful of movies domestically to even reach 1 billion. I probably can't even count on one hand. I probably think like one or two movies. Worldwide is a different topic. That's a different ball game. But if you're talking about domestic, no, it's not. It's not even coming. It's not even going to make 800 million domestically. Marvel, most of Marvel movies are from international box office, mainly China. Well, if we want to talk box office, we can get. I know that like the back of my hand. We could talk about where Marvel money come from. Marvel money doesn't come from America. The majority of their box office. That's why they were so big on some movies getting canceled in China and shit
Yeah.
like that. Because if you cancel those movies in China, oh, you're talking about at least 500 million to like 800 million off the table.
Yo,
Easily,
listen.
you feel what I'm
I
saying?
think people are confused. I think people are confused as what we're saying. 2 billion American. No, that's not what we're saying. We're saying overall, when it's all said and done, this
Yeah.
movie will be a 2 billion movie. I think we need to clarify that because people think that what we're saying is American dollars.
No,
American is going to
no,
be at
hell
no.
no,
That's not
no,
what we're
no, hell
saying.
no.
We're saying globally, this is going to be a two
Yeah,
billion book,
globally,
a
this
two
is gonna
billion
be a
movie.
two
But
two
so
$2 billion franchise. And which I don't understand, right? When you talk about marketing, right? A lot of these movies, let me break something down to y'all. For those who don't know, if you have a $2 million movie project, right? At least 100 million also goes into marketing. So you got 300 million right there. Not even just marketing and promo, right? Then you throw another 50 mil or another 100 mil on merch, toys, popcorn buckets, whatever they're spending to get that out to the consumers. So if Spider-Man, just say Spider-Man was a $200 million movie. Now you have that $200 million movie make $400 million. So for it to break even, a movie like this has to hit $1 billion just for it to be successful. There's no if, buts, or maybes. Spider-Man movies have to hit a minimal of 800 million.
or it's a
And that's
flop.
why
Yeah,
they,
I think it hits a billion. I didn't say that.
you
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
agree with
saying?
that.
But
That's
my
Spider
whole
Man.
argument is, right, it's gonna do better if you notice the trend, and maybe you're right, Blue Jack, right? But the trend of Tom Holland movies, they don't do this, right? They're not like Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi movies did this. Andrew Garfield movies did. I'm talking about financially, not
Yeah,
how
but it's
we feel about
different.
it.
That's different.
You feel what I'm saying? They did this.
Comic book movies were different. But
Tom
yeah, you're right.
Holland
You're right. You're right.
on the graphic is doing this
Yes,
when
you're
it
right.
comes
Yes,
to his movies. You feel what I'm saying?
you're
So
right.
now it to me it just mathematically don't make no sense for Tom Holland's movie to just do this and then do this on the graft. I
Look,
just think it does better than No Way Home. That's
we'll
why I
see.
said it's so easy.
Yeah, we're gonna see for sure.
You know what
We're
I'm
gonna
saying?
see. I mean, we can talk about this too. We go. Of course, we're gonna be split on it because a lot of people that aren't Spider-Man fan, they're gonna disagree 100% that it's not gonna make it. But I mean,
How you
I
gonna
per-
say? Wait, I just got.
Hey, like Galactus said, man, let's go. Come on,
yeah,
next
let's
topic.
go. Let's go.
All
Man, let's
Let's go.
go.
Let's
right,
move
hold
it.
on,
Let's
hold
move
on.
on to something else.
I just want to make a point to your boy real quick, right?
He
What
making
say?
some valid point. I'm not saying I disagree with everything he's saying, but I don't agree with everything. But I stand by my. I don't think it's making 2 billion.
You said
I'm
that,
not going to change that.
but we
Yeah.
can revisit this afterwards and see if we
As
wrong.
as always, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll look. Look, I will take accountability. I'm saying. I'm not saying. Like I said, it's not gonna outdo Doomsday. It's not. but
And
but
what did I say? I told you I
yeah,
did not think that was going to happen. But I
yeah.
said film wise, it'll be a better movie. But yeah, I've never changed other than when we found out it was a bunch
We
of
got,
people. But
we'll
yeah,
have to revisit that too.
for
We'll have
sure.
to revisit that too.
You know I'm always here, but I don't run away from nothing.
Yeah,
Listen.
we'll
I'm me,
revisit.
bro.
We'll
Yeah,
revisit. Let's move on to this next
yeah.
subject.
Daredevil. Let me know if season 2 is better.
Oh, season two. Yeah, we was getting to season two. Okay. I think season two. Netflix is just better overall, but
You're not about to like. You're not about to like my answer, bro.
I feel like season two. Do I think it's better than season one of the Netflix one? Right? This because first of
No,
all, I'm
season
not talking
one.
about that season one Disney crap.
That's what
Okay,
he asking you about.
he asked me about that. No, you not.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Is it
will
going
it
to
be
be better
better
than
than
season
season
one?
2's?
Yeah.
Netflix.
He
Okay.
said, will it be better than season one, and will it be better than season two of the Netflix run? That's what he's asking.
Okay, it will be better than season one of Disney.
Yes,
It will be.
yes.
So I'm saying that yes. That second one went hard, bro. Like I don't know, man. Look, that second season was so freaking great, bro. Um, I was locked in. I mean, it's too early to say at this point in time what they're building up to. If they do it right, yes. But I have to revisit this conversation when we see it. But I would say the way it's looking, yeah. I'm gonna say like I'm saying it with a question mark, okay? So y'all know, don't give me fire later. I'm just saying I think it may be better than the second season of the Netflix one if
Yeah.
they do it right.
Hmm.
Now, that season though was I hate to say peak. I hate that word. But I think it's gonna be dope though. I'm expecting them to really put more effort. So we'll see.
I do not think. I think it'll be better than season one, hands down. That
Hands
season was
down.
that season
Hands
was
down.
not good.
Hands down.
Galexis, I wish we had a conversation when that came out. Because I was in the minority. People was hating them. I'm like, y'all are crazy.
I would have jumped on.
Um,
I'd have been on there with you like,
yeah,
nah, it wasn't good.
I I agree with Galactus. I think it has potential to be better than season 2 of Netflix, but I don't think it'll be better than season 1 or season 3 of
Oh,
Netflix.
season one was crazy.
Yeah, but it has a potential, and I'll step out and say I think it will because it's a Netflix team. They're back. If
Mhm.
the Netflix team that did 1, 2, and 3 are back. So I think yes, they have the materials, they got the rights, they got the people in the season. So yes, but season 1 and 2, I don't think so at
Yeah,
all.
it was hard, bro.
You're muted.
That like seriously, that was some of the best like TV I've seen in
Mhm.
a while. Like it was good. That Netflix season was both for season was
You're muted.
yeah. Yeah, you
Heroes,
muted.
villains, let us know how y'all feel about that in the comment section. Will Daredevil exceed expectations, and could this season possibly be better than a Netflix season? Let us know in the comments. Now, we got our next topic, which is season 4 of Invincible. Dropped the first 3 episodes. We're going to get into that. But before we do, paperback, I had to get on your ass. I had to get facts. All right, these are some facts that I wanted to put out to the general public. When the pandemic hit, it was the worst year in history for the movie business, with us not even reaching 10 billion at the movies. But since then, reaching to 2026, the movie industry has been doubling each year. From 2021, 20 billion, 2022, 25 billion, 2023, 30 billion, and 2025 exceeded 27.4 billion dollars. Now, in the history of movie franchises, we have not seen so many big blockbusters all in once. We got the Odyssey coming out. I don't know if y'all know what the Odyssey is,
It's gonna
but
be
my
crazy.
God, that's
That's
gonna
gonna
be
be crazy.
crazy.
It's
You
gonna be
got
beautiful.
Avengers
It's gonna be
Doomsday.
beautiful, bro.
People don't know, bro. You got Hoppers, the new Pixar movie. You got Toy Story 5. You
That's gonna
got
be crazy.
Mario Galaxy. You
That's gonna be
got
Zootopia,
crazy.
Zootopia 2.
Zootopia, bro. Oh my God. It's just an unbelievable year. You got Supergirl. You got
Eh,
Avengers Doomsday and Spider-Man both dropping in the same year.
that's gonna be nuts. This year's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy for movie theaters.
Yeah,
Everybody and their mother's going to movie theaters this
yeah.
year.
Bananas.
I
I agree. I
promise
agree.
you. It's gonna be crazy. So to say people don't go to movies no more is insane when you're already in one of the top 10 years of cinematic history. Literally, numbers
Yeah.
don't lie. Men lie, women's lie. When it comes to numbers, we're already in the top 10 years in cinematic history. Number 5 is $34 billion. Think about that. And that was 2019. I think no, that was, excuse me, I'm lying. What year did Endgame come out? Let me see. Hold on.
Was it 15?
2019, yeah.
Oh,
Endgame, Endgame, Frozen 2, and Spider-Man Far From Home. We're literally $10 billion away from that. Like, what? Think
BK.
about that. We're literally back to 2019, which was the biggest year in cinematic history. There's never been a bigger year since 2019 in your life. You've never seen a bigger year cinematic wise. So it's literally $10 billion away from that. Think about that. Let that sink in. Well, actually, excuse me. It's 14 billion if we talking money wise. We are 14 billion away from that. All right, now Invincible season 4, first 3
Honestly,
episodes.
crazy. I mean, creative outlet crazy on there. Wow. Wildin'. But yo, BK said Supergirl suit is what I'm excited to see.
I'm crying. Yeah.
Crazy.
Hold on, what BK say? I can't see.
Hey,
GM.
He
paperback.
said
Don't worry.
Supergirl suit is what he's excited to see.
Hey, paperback. Don't worry about Flea. This is what he does in debates and arguments. He
Oh,
goes to
and
different
you
points.
know I'm gonna win,
That ain't
and I'm gonna.
he's not winning. He's bringing up stuff that is irrelevant. But I'm not. We're gonna move on.
Wait,
Move on.
so you mean $42 billion in 2019 is irrelevant, and right now we're sitting at 28.9 billion. We're what, $14 billion away from the most
Wait.
successful year in
What's wrong?
cinematic history?
Something happened?
Nah, press play, man.
Oh
Huh? Let me know.
We don't talk about Star Wars movies in the chat.
no. What I'm saying is irrelevant. Is it has nothing to do with. Yes, you're right. You're not wrong about what you're saying. But what I'm talking about, I know you were talking to him. That's why I didn't respond. What I'm talking about is a Spider-Man movie that's guaranteed money, regardless of the economy. That's what I'm talking about.
And that
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man movie is gonna
So when
break
you got
records this year.
see, all right, go ahead.
And
Let me
it's
go.
gonna break
I ain't
records
saying
this
nothing
year.
else because
And it's
I'm
gonna-
not doing it no more. I'm done. I'm
All
done.
right,
Because
look.
y'all, he gonna text me later. And nah, I ain't look. Come on, go ahead.
It
Go ahead.
is. I'm gonna be like, yo, what's up? When that movie drops
Go ahead.
and it makes $2 billion, oh my God, you and Dan gonna hear it from me. I swear to God, bro. Y'all gonna hear it from me, bro. Y'all gonna be on my thumbnail. It's gonna
Look.
be your face like this.
Like I said,
2
I don't
billion.
feel as strongly as him,
You
but I
better
think
hope.
that I think it's gonna do
Flea,
numbers.
you
I
better
feel like
hope
it's
it
gonna
make
do
2
numbers,
bill.
bro. But we'll
Because
see.
if
Let's
it
move on
don't,
to
Flea,
we still talking about Spider-Man. Let's go ahead. Invincible. I didn't see it yet. So yeah, I know I've been busy. I've
yeah, no
been
spoilers. No spoilers.
MegaCon.
All
It's
right,
been
so we're
nothing but
not gonna spoil
MegaCon
it.
for me. So I haven't seen it yet. So please, no spoilers. But yeah.
You know what? Then we'll wait for it. We'll wait. We'll come back next week. We'll talk about that topic next week. Let's talk about the absolute universe being expanded.
Okay, we.
We did get new designs, right? We got new designs of Absolute, Two-Face, Penguin, and well, we didn't get no designs for Clayface, but Scott Snyder was on a panel at Megaton.
Y'all killing me in the chat,
MegaCon.
bro. For real, for real.
What in the YouTube joint?
Man, both chats is crazy.
How y'all
They
got
what?
both chats up?
They
we like
wilding
that.
in here. Like,
'Cause we like
yo,
that.
listen. What's what they
Bruh.
said? Achilles. He said, "Bro, I walked away and came back, and we back to brand new day." And
I
and
tried
start
to,
fighting like I need a
bro.
drink for this. Yo,
Flea,
listen.
Flea was on his phone for 5 minutes looking up numbers to prove a point. We were gone. That's what I'm talking
Nah,
about.
that's
We
this
can't.
nigga fault, bro.
And let me tell you,
Fault, bro.
let me tell you, just how I got Galactus, where I love DCKO, and I got him in the comments. I love Absolute. Brother, I'm gonna screenshot you. I'm not trolling. You better hope it makes 2 billion. I'm telling you.
Bro, for one, it's gonna do.
Alright,
If it
Pedro.
doesn't do more than make 2 billion, it's gonna beat No Way Home. It's gonna beat
Okay.
No Way Home.
Why are we back on this, man? Let's keep it
It's
moving.
Yeah,
bro,
keep
yo,
going.
bro,
Let's please go.
All right, look. All right, so let's talk about the absolute universe. Scott Snyder said it's not going nowhere anytime soon. In November, we will get our first main event for the absolute universe. We got designs for upcoming characters like Two-Face,
Oh my
Penguin,
God.
and talks about Clayface coming in Absolute Batman issue 23. Now, with all that out the way,
Of course he is.
do y'all gentlemen think that let's talk about the main event, right? Let's talk about the event everybody's gonna be
Just
pumped
ask me
for.
the question. Don't even ask him. Just ask me the
Yo,
question.
you already because Blue already see my face. Because Blue,
All
please
right,
go
what
to.
do you think this event could be based on? Do you think it's gonna be some type of, you know, the big three coming together to form
that question.
Absolute Justice League, official one, not the bullshit we got in Absolute Evil. But
Hey.
do you think we're gonna get, you know, the official Absolute Justice League, or do you think it's gonna be like some multiversal shit? What do you think?
Go ahead, Galactus. Go ahead, answer the question.
Me?
Yeah, go ahead.
He didn't even hear the question.
I didn't because I was laughing. Y'all silly. I don't. You know,
No,
I don't even.
Because
First of all,
Flea just did me dirty. I was about to hype DC up, and he gonna ask me a prediction question. We're not on predictions. That's November. We're not
Yeah.
predicting.
Yeah.
We talking about how DC stepping on heads.
Oh,
How
God. I
how,
knew he
how
was gonna do it. I
yes.
knew he was gonna do it,
We,
and
we,
that's why
let
you
me
saw
talk.
my face. That's
Let
why.
me
That's
talk.
why.
Let
That's
me
why Blue
talk.
said that because
Let
he
me
knew he
talk.
said just asked me the question because he
Mute
knew
your
I didn't want
mic.
to fuck with it.
Mute your
Listen,
mic.
go ahead. Go
We
ahead.
talking about how DC stepping on heads.
Here we
How
go. Yep.
he was
Go ahead.
just in Scott Snyder's face. Oh, he remembered. Yeah, he the head of the Absolute Universe. You love
Here,
him.
here
In
we
the
go.
comments, I love
Here we
Absolute
go.
Batman. Pull out. How many books you got Absolute Universe on your desk? How
Man,
many? Yeah, exactly. We stepping
man,
on heads. We showing out, right?
man, go ahead, Jack.
DC, they got a plan. Their
Right,
plan is working. They are
right,
making
right,
money,
right,
bread,
right.
genius. Nobody's touching them. And when that Absolute Universe comes out, that event, mind you, we're gonna have Catwoman and we're gonna have Green Arrow by then. We might have somebody else. When that event comes out, y'all thought DCKO was bad? DCKO was a little better because of Absolute Universe. This is all about Absolute Universe.
You hit his hype button. You hit the hype
Hey,
button.
I
You
think
you
I
I
you,
think
men-
woke up.
you mentioned absolute and he just went
But
off.
I
I
woke
think
up.
honestly, by the time November comes, we're gonna have absolute Hawkman,
Yep.
absolute Shazam,
It's
Yeah.
making 2 billion.
absolute Green Arrow, absolute Black Canary, absolute Batman,
and
absolute Wonder
it's
Woman.
making 2 billion.
We're gonna have enough to form some type of absolute team, right? I don't know if they'll go that route. I honestly
Oh,
want to see.
it's definitely going that route.
They already started it with the annual. They already
Right.
started it.
This is already this. You can
Yeah.
see it. They did. They knew they're doing what was always planned.
And mind you, this is the second part of the Dark Side. This Dark Side DCK was the first part of the big Dark Side event. They already said it. The event is nowhere near done.
It can't be.
Snyder just said everybody from Dark Metal coming back. New characters are coming in. Bro, it's about to be insane.
Wait,
And it ain't ended.
Dark Metal? They bringing back characters from Dark Metal?
Scott Snyder wrote that. Yes, he said it in the interview at MegaCon. He's like, all these characters y'all thought were gone, they're coming back. They're not gone. Everything's connected in DC. He can do anything.
Man,
Literally.
that was the whole point. That was the whole point with the All-In initiative. With the once the All-In initiative happened, which is why they got some of the best writers and artists in the game to be a part of these projects, is because of that. They want to make this world a whole lot bigger than what we can even see. And right now we're seeing firsthand exactly what that looks like in real time. So I don't have any doubts about this event coming up. I'm excited for it. Don't stop. Please stop. Please stop. I knew he was gonna do it, bro. But y'all do this. This is a bait. This is a bait every week. Y'all baiting me into talk about DC, which is why I'm like every single
Yo,
week
you know
we're
what's
gonna do
funny,
this shit.
Galactus?
Every single week we're gonna do this shit, and y'all bait me
Galactus, we had
into
a
it.
conversation before we jumped on here about that.
You did.
we said we're gonna
Like
bait him
like
into
like
the
I'm almost thinking like when you do the outline for the pod, you be like, yo, we gotta throw DC in. We gotta talk about absolute.
But
Just
it's
to
because
make
you
me
love
talk
it.
about this
It's
shit.
because you love it. That's why we talk about it, Galactus.
Man,
Yeah, we gotta
yo,
talk about
love
things
it.
we
It's
love and we
crazy.
enjoy, right, Galactus?
Yeah.
Yo.
Let me get that clip and let me put the screenshot of that clip. I love it. I can't lie. I love it.
Hey, we gotta get a whole clip like that, man. I love
Galactus.
Absolute Universe, bro.
Yep.
Bam, just
Co-
put mad titles in, bro, with
Uh-huh.
Galactus on it, bro.
Comical, bro. Comical. Let's move
Yep.
on. Now I'm playing.
But let me
Nah,
ask y'all
you
about,
good.
did y'all see the designs of Two-Face and Penguin?
Yes. Yo, Two-Face got that. I can't use the word, but he got it on. Paul, he's swaggy. The hair,
Yeah, he.
I ain't seen the designs yet, man.
Oh,
Again,
man,
I'm
you gotta
behind it.
see
I'm
it.
behind the curve because
it's in the chat. It's in the chat whenever you look
Yeah,
at it. But yeah,
and I'm not even gonna lie. I do. For one, Two-Face is the better out the two. I'm not even gonna lie. He looks like something ripped straight out of a manga, straight out of anime. I love the design route they're going. It feels. Somebody said it. I don't want to be an echo chamber, but somebody said it feels like an anime universe of Batman, like where everything's just so big. I think Eris said it right, where it's just everything's so much. You know what I'm saying? So exaggerated.
You
in
know where
these
that
comics.
suit came from, right? You know where the white and black suit came from with Two-Face?
Nah.
BTAS.
Oh.
That came from the show.
Okay.
The
That's
white
kind
and
of
black.
interesting to know. And then Penguin. Penguin
Penguin's
got
tough.
crutches as machine guns. What?
Yeah.
He He's
He's tough.
sitting on machine guns. Like, imagine a little motherfucker running up on you like this. Like, like,
I'm running. I'm gonna
bro,
drop kick that
oh
motherfucker. One of
my
them.
God. Like,
Yeah.
his crutches are machine guns, which is insane to me. I think some of these character designs are fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I question some, but more hit than most, to be honest. So I'm excited for what's to come. If you have not read or caught up, please catch up because we'll be talking about Absolute every single week right here, 5 p.m.
Hey,
Eastern
we got a good we
time.
got a good question though, and
Yeah.
I'll let y'all answer.
Oh,
Achilles,
definitely, definitely.
Achilles asks, does this devalue regular DC comics, assuming Absolute ends eventually, and then we're back to regular old Harley Quinn? What do y'all
So,
think?
I think
um,
so. I think it's hurting
no,
them now.
I don't. This is my thing. No,
Give
and
them knowledge, Galactus. Give them knowledge,
here's the
please. I
thing.
don't.
Here's the thing with this. Like when you talking about first of all, the core series is what they're doing is I don't know Hercules, I know you say you're coming back into comic books, but the All In Initiative was it was imperative for them to keep the core, you know what I'm saying, like ethics or whatever it is as far as like the core series is, but they wanted to elevate it a little bit more. So the All In Initiative, if you started from there, what they're doing is they're maintaining. They're never going to not do their core series. Their core series is going to remain constant, which is what was really important to them. They said alongside of that is they wanted to bring something fresh and new. So what they're doing is that those core series and Absolute, they're both part of the All In Initiative together. It's one cohesive company coming together to bring fresh stories as well as keeping the old stories true, and like those true stories that you love, maintain the integrity of that. So just so you know, this that was a goal of Jim Lee when he stepped in to actually take that initiative further, and they made that perfectly clear. That he said what he's like, I want to make it perfectly clear. We're not changing the core series. We're bringing a fresh look to it, bringing in new artists and stuff like that. But we're also going to give you something you've never seen before. So just to let you know.
Yes.
Oh, all
These.
right, go ahead,
Oh,
Blue.
go. You go. No, go ahead.
No,
Flea.
no,
We move
go
on.
go
Let's
ahead,
get it.
go ahead.
Let's,
No,
he
basically
said
what I
it.
was gonna say, right? Just think about this, right? How many great stories do we have going on right now
A lot.
in DC's main continuity, right?
A lot.
A lot, right?
Mhm.
How many? And mind you, I'm looking at numbers, right? How many of those stories you think people are picking up and buying?
What numbers are you looking at?
The top selling comic books.
That's not accurate. Those numbers are never accurate.
So you think more people are picking up the main continuity than the absolute universe? Just think about it.
No.
If I got
No.
$20 to spend right at
No.
my comic book store, do you think I'm gonna pick up the main continuity line or the absolute line?
But this is the thing about DC. This is
It's
how
a
they're smart.
question. It's just a
I'm,
question. Answer the question.
I'm,
Yes or
I'm
no?
about to explain it. Yes, but you just said $20, right? You only have one or two absolute books dropping every week. So you get consistency. You got 4 weeks in a month, unless it's 5. You only got one or two, right? The absolute gets people into the comic stores to look at other stuff. When you look at other stuff, because you like this and you like this, let me see what else I can see that's might be somewhat like this. That's the point of the absolute universe. That is the whole point. It won't outsell the absolute universe because the absolute universe has value. The main two titles have value, not really Green Lantern and Flash. They don't really have value, but Batman, they have value. So you buy them because you're making money as you spend your money.
Mhm.
But these other books, you can never lose with DC is magnificent, right? They lucked out when they came out with this. That's the point. They didn't know what was going to happen, but it happened. So now these other books can't essentially fail. But at the same time, DC's not forcing it onto everyone because they're playing it smart. Hey, we're going to give you a new run, but you got to prove to us if you want the run to continue. You got to prove it. We're not going to keep giving it and losing money. We're going to give you 6 issues. If you love it, keep coming out. If not, it's done. We're going to move to the next one. So you can't lose money, but you're going to make
All
that
right,
money
so
on that 6.
I want to ask you something, right? Let me know if any of these stories are good, and these
Okay.
are
And I'll
bottom of
read
the
them so I can tell you.
these are bottom of the barrel DC comics. That's like
Bottom of the
selling well.
barrel.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yikes.
compared to the other ones, selling
Okay.
well. And this is all time. This is including last year. Ready? Green Lantern Corps 14. Well, Green Lantern Corps. Period. Is that a good
Yeah.
series? Should
Yes,
people
I
be
have every
checking it
issue.
out?
Yes, I said that. I tell people all the time.
Yeah, but they're not.
I know they're
Supergirl.
not.
Look,
I
hold
know
on.
they're not.
Supergirl.
Nah, Supergirl's
All right.
for females.
And mind you, these two are doing better than Batman and Superman World's
Yeah.
Finest. Should be people be checking that out?
Which one?
Batman, Superman
Supergirl's
World's
for females.
Finest.
Yeah, they should.
Those two that I named are doing better than that. And people are
Fleet-
not checking that out.
but
Hold
Fleet-
on, I'm not done. One
I'm
more.
about to give. Okay, I'll give you that because you just lost your point with Batman, Superman. World's Finest. You lost your point.
Look, Justice League Unlimited.
Yeah, not doing well, but it's a good book. Yeah.
My point is, as when you got these absolute titles, people are gonna flock to buy those. They're not gonna give these a second look. They're not gonna read, even if these stories are good.
But guess what?
Flock to
Before
these
the Absolute Universe came out, Batman Superman World's Finest was one of DC's biggest books. That book is like 4 years in, bro. It's about to hit issue 50 next week. So yeah, it's not going to continue its height because it's been a long time. With first 2 years, ask everybody on TikTok. Everybody was picking that book up. Nobody was not talking about that book. You got your first event with Dawn of DC.
I'm not saying how good it did. I'm saying how good it's doing now.
Right.
It's not about right now because every book doesn't have to be a high book. Is the point? He said, does that devalue the books? It doesn't devalue all the books. It doesn't. Some books can. That's the point. You got popular books that do well, and then you got some that don't do so well. But all of them aren't low, which is where DC was. All of them were low.
I'm gonna do a commercial break. That was a crazy statement you made.
What?
About Supergirl. That was crazy.
No. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like the teenage girl. I enjoy it.
Call it a stray.
I was like, yo, that's crazy.
I enjoy it. All right. I got every issue, but I'm saying most people that picked it up came from Power Girl, and it's a totally different book from Power Girl, which is why it's mainly for like high school girly girls. Like that's just the truth.
My whole point, right, is that
that's not bad.
He keeps going.
The absolute titles are so dominant right
I never
now.
said Supergirl was going to be the movie of the year. When did I ever say that?
Wait,
Nah,
you said Supergirl was movie of the year, bro?
He was messing with you.
Hey,
you already know he trying to poke the bear, bro. He trying to poke the bear.
Bro. Man, crypto.
Speaking of which, though, real talk. I might have a giveaway. I have a Supergirl. They call it a lithograph, but it's really not. It's a print. So I got like 2 prints that's Supergirl. So if you want to do a giveaway for that, let me know.
All right, we'll do one. Y'all gotta show up, man. Matter of fact, y'all in here now. I told y'all we get 20. The next time we reach 20 on YouTube on the Red Button app, I forgot we had 12 right now. So if we can get 8 more people in here, we lit, man. We'll do a giveaway. If not, then and we almost finished. We got a couple of topics left. We got our books of this week and we got our books of next week that we're gonna do. We was gonna talk about Century #1 and we was gonna talk about Hulk issue 5, but we're gonna save that. Even though I really wanted to talk about that Hulk series. My God, Hulk is
it's about to be done.
Oh man, I'm so pissed off that it is, man. I seen the Avengers kind of shook when he got on his bullshit, but this one they like wait. They like, yo, boy is a problem. I love what's going on with the Hulk and so he said giveaway only for females though, Blue.
What he say?
He said giveaways only for females though. Blue.
Here we go. This what we doing? I love it how none of y'all reading that book and y'all listen to my words and I actually buy the book. None of y'all read that book.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I don't read it. I'm gonna keep it.
I know you don't. So you taking my word. You don't know what's on it.
Yeah.
So
I gotta take your word because I don't read it.
2 poster packs I got available. 2 poster packs, and one of them got original art in one of them.
Wait, what? You giving that away?
No,
I'm giving away 2 poster packs.
He don't give nothing to the boys. He just see that's what I'm talking about.
It's full of stuff. And you know who? Look at Spider-Man on there. So any Spider-Man fans,
that, bro. They could take that Spawn joint.
Now you want it. See, now you on this side again. See. Hey, what Galactus say? Let's go, man, to the next thing. Now,
Let's
see,
go
this
to
what
the
he
next thing.
doing. See?
Y'all playing too much, man. Go to the next thing.
Yo, come on, give him the Spawn joint. Let me get that
Yeah.
Spider-Man pack, bro.
You said
All
give him
right.
the spawn one.
Yeah, give him that Spider-Man pack.
Did you
Shit.
buy
And
that? Did
somebody
you
and
buy?
somebody will win this print. It's
Did you buy
original.
that?
It's original art print.
Did you buy that?
Nah, this was a commission that my homie gave me. Like a
Oh,
local artist. He's dope.
That
why
is
they give
This
you a
fire.
Batman poster?
that's the Superman the
That's
Spider Girl
gas.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We could
So
definitely.
we got two packs. We got two packs that I'm giving away. One's gonna have the OA and yeah.
So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, man. These giveaways is only for our YouTube channel, but you can follow
I
us
like you.
and give us a 5-star rating on Spotify. UNCaped, man. Make sure y'all tap in to that Spotify. Give us a great rating. Show that love, man.
Oh he was trying to give away Blue was trying to give away your Spawn print. That's crazy.
When
No,
did I
I
say
was
that?
trying to tell
No,
you,
free.
I was trying to tell you, give that away and give me that Spider-Man pack
Oh,
joint.
See?
you want
See,
to give this one away?
What do you
I'm always
think that? What
catching
do you
strays.
think better? You
See?
think that one's better?
First of
Yeah.
all, they not gonna get this. This was only for MegaCon.
See? He
Oh,
don't
okay.
know what
Nah, never mind,
he
never
don't
You
mind.
was
know.
about to draw.
Galactus,
Yeah,
he
like,
don't
you're right.
deserve it. He does not. This is what I'm talking about. He don't be knowing.
like,
He a hype beast. He's a hype beast. I'm telling you, he's a hype. Oh,
I
Spider
love
Man's coming out.
Spider-Man, bro.
Spider Man's coming out. It's making $2 billion. I need everything. He gonna buy that backpack. We did an episode
oh,
on
that
2 weeks
was
ago.
crazy.
I actually got the Spider-Man backpack from the first Spider-Man game.
Oh no,
That
I thought
came
you were
in the
talking about.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm talking
yeah,
about? I
yeah.
actually got that from the pack that came with the Insomniac Spider-Man
He
joint.
said Flea trying to give away his virginity. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
Bro, oh my
Go
god,
ahead.
who said that, bro? I bet it was
You
Dan,
know who
bro.
said it? Creator.
It was create. I don't even know who that is. Who's that?
Creator outlet. Creators outlet.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Creator
Yeah,
outlet, man. Let
he
that be the
wildin'.
first and last time you talk about my virginity, bro. All right.
I'm crying.
But all right, we're moving on to another topic. We're going to talk about our books of this week, what you should have picked up. And my God, this was a massive, massive week for comic books. I couldn't believe how many books came out. Number ones, you had next level titles drop. You had some Marvel number ones come out. You had a bunch of number twos come out. Bunch of indie books. Galactus, let us know some of the indie titles that they had to pick up this week that they got to go back and check out.
This from my list. I ain't pick them up yet because MegaCon took my cash. But so if you look, Invincible Battle Beast is back. Exquisite Corpses. If you ain't already on this, you losing. I'm telling y'all right now, it's crazy. And then we got like the other one. Let me go back down. Super Creep Show. If y'all fool with anthologies, Super Creep Show is that one. For real. Kill All Immortals 2, number 3.
Woo.
Great concept. I love that series. As well as Thundercats, Silverhawks. If you're not on it, y'all missing out again. You losing. You behind the curve.
That's Creep
Yo,
Show.
for real. Like it's all dope. So those are mine.
Blue, let us know what DC books they should have picked up this week.
Hey man, next level has begun. Y'all know I got them right here. Lobo, Diddy Stroke, and Batwoman. I'm telling you, if you didn't pick up them 3 books, the very first books of the initiative, you missed out. You also had Nightwing, my boy Dan Waters, the brand new arc. 10 out of 10. I'm telling you, it's amazing.
What was your favorite one?
Next level,
Yeah, out of next
Deathstroke.
level.
Deathstroke, Deathstroke, and then
Interesting.
Batwoman. And Lobo, yeah.
That
If y'all don't know,
that
this that
Lobo
MegaCon,
Yeah,
this
that
that
Lobo
MegaCon
joint.
exclusive.
I
Lo-
should have
Lo-
told you to get me exclusive, bro.
MegaCon exclusive signed by Bjorn Barans. Word up.
Yo, I
MegaCon
never want to
exclusive.
hear y'all talk about me spending money no more. Anyway,
Loyal.
let's get back to these books.
All right,
Hey,
hold on. So what DC ones you got?
other than that, with DC, you got Nightwing, Absolute Flash, if you want to go with that, and then you got the New Titans. That book is very important if you're going to rock with the brand new Titans. So that was the DC books. Outside of DC Vertigo
Girl.
with Inner Life.
All right, so now I'll do the Marvel titles for me. It was a Marvel week for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I really locked in on Marvel because there was so much to catch up on. All right, I did not read Ultimate Wolverine 15, so that's the only one I can't give a opinion on. But the Ultimates 22 was pretty fire. Not even gonna lie.
Really?
Captain America.
Really?
Yeah, I liked it personally. I like I don't want to give spoilers. If you've been
No
reading
spoilers.
it,
No spoilers. No
no
spoilers.
spoilers. If you've been reading it, I kind of like the little twist they did. X-Men 27, gas. If you haven't been reading X-Men, is fire. Captain America 8, still to me one of the top 3 Marvel books that's out right now. Cyclops, big shout out to Alex. But I was talking to Blue, man. I really just couldn't deal with this mutant that he's in the woods with, man. My God, I hope she doesn't be the focus of this book or be his sidekick throughout this, because it's gonna really, drag the book for me, to be honest. Hulk issue 5, my God, some of the I love that book so much, man. That's probably that, and Captain America was probably my favorite too. The Sentry issue 1, I didn't read that one. Wade Wilson, Deadpool 2, it was okay. But then again, when's the last time I liked the Deadpool issue? I'm not even gonna lie. I think they need to do something really creative and really like heartfelt with Deadpool. Like, I just want to see a great story come out of Deadpool. Sorcerer Supreme, issue 4. I love what they're doing with Wanda. I'm not even gonna lie. I love that. I hope it doesn't end the way I'm thinking it's gonna end. I hope it gets a little more brutal. And another one I did get to check out that's lot underwhelming for me. Black Panther Intergalactic. For I'm ready to just at this point. I hate to say it, bro. I feel like I'm almost obligated to pick up this book at this point. It's like one of the ones where I'm just doing it for the culture. To be honest, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't want to disrespect nobody's writing or artistry, because I respect all artists and writers to the max. But I could have did without this shit. And for it to be a spinoff from Imperial, I think Planet She-Hulk did a lot better than Black Panther Intergalactic, man. In my humble opinion, the ones that I didn't check out that I might get into, because I heard Blue Jack talk about Mark Spectrum, Moon Knight. I haven't checked that out, so I might read that. It's only on issue 2, so that's a quick read. I might check that out. And there was a book that's on issue 10 that came out, right? That I don't know what it's about, but it's a Miles Morales title. Spider-Man, Brooklyn's Finest, Infinity Comic. What
That's a
is that?
web title. That's a web
That's
title.
a web title. Should I read
Yeah,
that?
if you want to.
Is it
I'm not.
fire?
I'm not read. I don't read web titles. I don't.
What is exactly a web title?
Only on the app. So it's like
So
a
it's
small
only on the
story.
app joint.
Yeah, only on Marvel Unlimited.
Oh, so it's a Marvel Unlimited
Hmm.
story.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense.
and it's the same writer that's writing it. That wrote his run. Cody Ziegler.
Why isn't it getting printed?
Because it's a web series. They do those things. They do web series, and
To
it's
try to
not a
get
full
people to
book.
go to the app?
Yeah, in a way, but it's also a way to keep the character in a story when they're not in a story, because he doesn't
Mm.
have a run right now, and he doesn't have a run until the freaking event with Octavius. I mean,
Impact.
yeah, Impact, and then the one where um, Osborn is training him for another event in Spider Man.
Oh, okay. Well, let us know what titles did y'all read, what titles you're reading right now. Matter of fact, comment in the chat right now. I'm gonna go to Blue Jack's TikTok too. Let me know what titles y'all are reading right now. Let me see. Let me get some reading recommendations from y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Lobo was fire. Created Solid said all right, Lobo. Should I check out Lobo?
Why didn't you?
I didn't. I told you I didn't go to my
Oh,
LCS. I got mad
yeah,
books there. I did buy the book. I bought 2 of them. I bought the foil and I bought another Lobo one. I can't remember what cover,
the
but I
hero
got 2 of
cover.
them. Huh?
Most people got the hero covers.
Probably. I know I got two covers for sure. I bought all the next level titles though. Every single one. I
Okay,
just haven't
yeah.
picked them up yet. This Wednesday I'm gonna go pick up my books. It's gonna be a huge haul. And you know what's funny? Watch my
What?
wife think she's gonna be like, um, oh, you spent over such and such $100. And mind you, I'm backed up 2 weeks, so my stack is gonna look like this. It's gonna look crazy for no
Yeah.
reason. She's gonna think I went into the store and spent hundreds of dollars on books. and that's not even the case. I just haven't picked up my books in the last 2 weeks. But let us know, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Thank y'all so much. Blue Jack, quickly, what's your top three anticipated books for next week?
Spider-Man, Superman collab dropping this week. It will be one of the biggest books of the year, I assure you. So I got that one. I got Absolute Wonder Woman because it's good. It's a banger. And then I got for DC, I got Green Lantern because it's number 600, and that's important.
Mm. All right. So you got Green Lantern, Spider Man, and Superman, and what was the other one?
Absolute Wonder Woman.
Absolute Wonder Woman. Galactus, what are your top three most intense anticipated books coming out this Wednesday?
All right. First of all, my bad, man. MegaCon drained my battery, bro. It is what it is. So, my most anticipated, just so y'all, this is my nerd wall. I'm getting distracted. So we got my
Flex,
most
flex.
anticipated DC Marvel Superman Spider-Man #1. I'm excited about that.
It's good.
Of course, because I mean it got the GOAT. It's featuring the GOAT this time instead of that other guy. Um the GOAT.
He heard you the first time. He heard you when you said the other guy. He know who
Okay,
you
okay.
talking to.
Okay, I was looking at his face. That would, and then the next one is gonna have to be for me. Um, Shoot, I'm gonna go off and say, yo, Save Now. Save Now is such a dope series. I'm looking for #4. I'm looking forward to it. Damn, the majority is gonna be are these gonna be indies. So y'all just stay with me real quick. I think number Voyeur. They're closing out number
Yeah, I know.
Voyeur #5. That one is gonna be sick and just brutal. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that.
Banger.
Um, the
Oh,
first
yes.
yeah,
First issue was
the
gas. Yes.
first issue was bananas,
That's one of
bro.
my favorites.
So I'm interested to see what the direction is because I mean homeboy breaking the third wall like through the whole joint. So I mean, and then plus his family is like it's a dope concept because like this the first time I'm seeing like a mixed family like at the forefront of a book. You know what I'm saying? So I love that. I love that they're showing like a mixed family dynamic. And yeah, we'll see.
Hey,
I'm looking
Fleet.
for it.
Yeah.
Fleet, are you reading MMPR TMNT3?
I started, but I dropped it. I dropped it. I don't
Bro,
know why.
Master Splinter has the white tiger power.
I seen it. I seen it.
It's so
I
cold.
didn't read it. I seen it. It's
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
keep it 100 personally. And I'm a huge MMPR fan. I hate the crossovers. I don't know
I
why.
know.
I understand why they do that. Like the Godzilla one, the things like that. I don't be too interested in those. I am hyped for what we got with Power Rangers coming up in the comics. We got Power Rangers Unlimited. We got this other joint coming out. We got the Tommy one where he's the last Ranger alive. What? The GOAT? The last one standing? Like, y'all stop hating. We didn't get into the Power Rangers conversation, the reboot stuff, but man, oh man, I might go live on TikTok tonight again. It got kind of crazy yesterday, but appreciate all of y'all for tuning in, man. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on Spotify. If you want to see our handsome faces, then follow us on TikTok for visuals. If you just want audio only, go to the Spotify app. Give us a 5-star rating. We're live every Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Voice of the Heroes. This has been another episode of UNCaped with your top 3 favorite unks in the world, bringing you the latest and greatest in Marvel, DC, indie, and everything in between that we love to talk about. And I'm so happy that y'all love to listen to us yap. Thank y'all so much once again. Don't forget to get that membership and to giveaways. And please like, comment, and subscribe. I love y'all. Love yourself. Pass that love on and love others. Galactus, you got any last words?
Nah, man, thank y'all so much for the love, for real, for real. It's always a pleasure being in this space. I'm glad these dudes end up wanting to do it live because the engagement is crazy. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, for real, for real. And if we spark interest into those comments, for you to actually go and buy comics, yo, that's what's up, man. The art is there. The community is here. So if you have any questions, please reach out. We're here.
Blue Jack, you got any last some last words for us?
All love to y'all, man. Have a great week. Lock in, stay focused, keep your positive energy, keep your head up. We getting some nice weather. We getting some good books. We getting some great media. So there ain't nothing to be upset about. And if it is, you'll get through it, and we're gonna help you get through it, man. Appreciate y'all for being here. I'm Blue Jack. We out.
Giveaways will happen in episode 10. We'll be giving at least one or two giveaways away. Like I said, your chances better if you're a member. Don't forget to become a hero today. It's only $2.99. Support the channel, support your favorite unks. And with that saying, man, I'm the one and only one, Flea Boy.